Hey guys, welcome to this episode of The Rachel Cruze Show. So there's been a lot of baby buzz at the office lately, and we've all been talking about what everyone's different experiences have been like. And recently a coworker of mine actually called a few hospitals and asked them point blank, how much does it cost to have a baby? And nobody could give her a concrete answer. So today I figured it'd be fun to bring a few more people into this conversation. So I asked you guys on social how much it costs to have a baby, or tell me from experience how much it cost them in the past. And after we hear from you guys, I will go over all the different expenses that go into having a baby so that you can be financially prepared if this is something that you're considering now or in the future. So before I share people's responses, I want to tell you about Telestrations. So Telestrations is a really fun game. Okay, this game has been one that my friends, my family, my coworkers, we've all loved to play. So if you just think of the old school game of telephone, pair it with Pictionary, and together you got a great game called Telestrations. But really, it creates a lot of laughter. It's a lot of fun. And the thing that I love about it the most is it's not crazy competitive or really complicated. So you can socially be hanging out with your friends and playing it at the same time. And it's just a really fun, great game. So purchase Telestrations at Walmart or wherever you buy board games. Okay, so I asked you guys on social, how much do you think it is to have a baby? And here are some of your responses. So as you can see, some people, kind of close, to reality. Some people, no, not at all. But again, a wide range. So I know that people have an idea, kind of a perception of what it costs to have a baby. But let's talk about some real numbers that might be helpful for you to know. So the first thing to be aware of is how much it costs on average to have a baby. So right now, the going rate is about $18,865 or $2,854 with insurance. And that cost includes ultrasounds and checkup appointments, a hospital birth, and postpartum care. Now, obviously, the exact number can be based on so many factors. For example, the cost of a C-section is around $26,280 or $3,214 out of pocket. And on the other hand, home births generally are cheaper than hospital births. And the estimated cost for that is about $4,650, and that includes a midwife, prenatal, and postnatal care. Now, keep in mind, insurance coverage can vary on non-traditional birth locations. A home birth, for example, costs on average $4,650 for prenatal, delivery, and postpartum care, as long as mom doesn't have any complications. Now, at birthing centers, which are rising in popularity, the average total cost for that is around $8,309. And again, location also matters on a large scale. So costs vary depending on which state you give birth in, along with other factors like insurance policy, length of hospital stay, or unexpected health complications for the mom or the baby. All right, the second baby expense to be prepared for are purchases that you need to make before the baby arrives. So there's certain things like health stuff that you might adjust for, like prenatal vitamins, or maybe you're going to be eating healthier, so your grocery budget may be a little higher. But then there's things like buying clothing items for the baby. This is stocking up on baby essentials that can be very expensive, like car seats and strollers, even baby clothes, a crib, a diaper bag, a baby monitor, a high chair, changing table, all the things. And there are pre-baby expenses, and then there are post-baby expenses, which brings me to the third type of expense to prepare for, and that is items that you need to repurchase after baby arrives. So think about formula and wipes, baby powder, pacifiers, books, toys, blankets, and clothes. More clothes, always, always, always. And don't get me started on the diaper situation. You go through them so fast. I mean, it was so funny. I feel like we bought some diapers. I'm like, yes, a little 12-pack will last us a little bit. And within 2 days, you're like, we need more diapers. You just go through them so quickly. Now, one thing I'll say that we did not spend money on was like the traditional baby furniture for the most part. We got like a glider, a chair, a comfy chair, which was worth it. That was a great investment. But things like a traditional changing table, all of that, we didn't. I just got a regular dresser and then put like a changing pad on top. So I did kind of find ways to cut expenses. I did not spend a lot of money on the crib. I did spend a lot of money on our stroller, which we still have 3 kids later. Thank you very much. So there are some things to invest in. Again, it's the utility stuff for me that you're going to be be using. A good baby monitor, a stroller, a car seat. It's that kind of stuff that needs to be durable. But like the crib and the furniture and all that, I think you can go less expensive on and be totally fine. All right, finally, along with all of the tangible and physical things that you need, number 4 is the logistical expense that you need to plan for. So think about maternity or paternity leave. Is it paid? Is it not paid? Are you going to have someone help with childcare? Or will that be another expense in your budget if you return to work? And if some of you are feeling like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of numbers going on. I know, there is. There's a lot preparing for a new baby. I mean, from not just the money, but everything else. But I am a firm believer that money should never slow you down if you want to start a family. So the truth is, nobody's going to be 100% ready to have a baby. So if it's something that you guys are considering and that's something you want to do right now, do it. Have a baby. Absolutely. All right, let's talk about how to get a plan in place for your money if you are anticipating a pregnancy or a new baby in the future. So we talked about budgeting, and budgeting is really key. So EveryDollar is one of my favorite budgeting apps, but understanding where your income is going is going to help you plan and let your money go further. So make sure to download EveryDollar. It's a free budgeting app because it will help you in this season. And, some people want to be completely debt-free before they start a family, and that's fine if you want to be, but I think big life decisions like getting married or having a baby, all of that, you don't have to be debt-free. As much as you guys know, I want you to pay off your debt. I also don't want life to be stopped. So if that's something you want to do, that's great. Now, is it less stressful if you don't have debt and you have money saved and you bring a baby in? Sure, absolutely. But also, don't let that stop you. If you guys still are working on your student loan debt and all that, but you want to start a family, start your family. Okay, so I know that's a lot, you guys. So there's a lot of conversations to have, but I think it's very exciting. And again, I work with some people and have some friends, and this is a constant conversation because there's babies coming and it's so exciting. So if you are expecting, congratulations. Or if you're about to start a family or want to, it's great. It's wonderful. So send this video to a friend, though, who maybe is thinking about having a baby or maybe they're expecting, and hopefully this can help them because, as always, take control of your money and create a life you love.